In this video, I'm gonna ask 50 current and former Minnesota Vikings players for autographs and see who responds. So after doing a lot of research and finding the addresses of those that I wanted to mail to, I got to work with 50 different handwritten letters where I kindly asked each individual if they could autograph the enclosed football cards or index cards for me. Then I addressed, stamped, put my letter, card, and SACE inside each envelope. Once I finished with all that, I went to my local post office and dropped off all of the letters. Here's the list of 50 current and former players I sent to. I'll leave this up for a few seconds for you guys to read, and feel free to pause if needed. And then came the waiting game, and after 17 days, I got my first reply. These are two 2023 Panini Absolute rookie cards autographed by current Minnesota Vikings corner Mekhi Blackmon, and he was kind enough to write "To Ben" on both of the cards. We have 3 football cards autographed by former Minnesota Vikings tight end Steve Jordan. The first card is a 1988 Topps, the second is a 1990 Fleer, and then the final card from Steve is a 1990 Pro Set. This is a 1975 Topps rookie card autographed by Gary Larson, and as you can see, he wrote "To Ben" on it. This is an autographed rookie card of NFL Hall of Famer and former Minnesota Viking Alan Page, and he signed it perfectly in blue as I requested. Now, to mention to you guys, I did donate $30 to his foundation for him to sign this card, but I think it's totally worth it. Here are 4 Anthony Carter autographed football cards, and let me tell you about each. The first is a 1987 Topps. The second is a 1993 Upper Deck. Next is a 1990 Score. And the final card from Anthony was a 1990 Topps. The next 2 cards I received are duplicates from Darren Nelson, and these are 1984 Topps cards. I asked him to personalize one of them. He did not, but not a big deal. After that, I got a card from Carl Lee, which is a 1991 Pacific. This envelope had 3 autographed cards from Tony Galbraith. Here are 2 1984 Topps autographed cards, and Tony also signed a 1981 Topps card from his time with the Saints. First envelope. I got 3 autographed football cards by former Minnesota Viking Doug Martin. We got a 1983 Topps, a 1984 Topps, and then this card here on the right is a 1983 as well, but it's like a Burger King Pillsbury branded card, which is kind of interesting. And the super nice thing about this card here is, so I sent this card to Doug Martin when I was recovering from surgery, and he wrote "Good luck in your recovery," which I think is super sweet of him. All right, we have a 1976 Topps autographed card. As you can see here, he wrote "Ben" on there. Really nice retro card, and it happens to be an All-Pro one too, which is really cool. Rick Danmeyer signed 3 different items for me. The first is a 1981 Topps card, and he autographed 2 different index cards for me and wrote 77 to 83. This is a Dave Osborne autographed 1975 Topps card. And on the back, he signed the sleeve too, which pretty cool. The most important thing to note about this card was it belonged to my uncle, who is unfortunately no longer with us, and I never got to meet him, but my mom always tells me really good memories about him, so it just feels really cool to have this card autographed in my collection. We have 2 Ray Berry autographed football cards. The first is a 1990 Pro Set, and then the second is a 1990 Gatorade card. This is a 1991 Upper Deck card autographed by Alfred Anderson. We have 2 football cards autographed by Kevin Williams. The first is a 2010 Topps, and the second is a 2006 Topps Total. We have a football card and an index card autographed by Eddie Payton. Yes, this is Walter Payton's brother. And the card is a 1982 Topps. And then on the index card, he wrote "To Ben, thanks for being a big fan," and signed it as well. We have an index card and a football card autographed by Chris Walsh. The card is from 1999, and it happens to be a Burger King brand, which is quite interesting. And then here's the index card. We have 2 cards autographed by Scott Studwell. The first is a 1990 Pro Set. And the second card is often referred to as a police card, and it's got some Pillsbury branding, some Green Giant branding, and again, some more Burger King branding. This is a Steve Dills autographed 1984 Topps card. Jack was cool and autographed 3 football cards for me. The first 2 are duplicate 1995 Topps cards. And then this card is also from 1995, but it's a hit list edition. Jarius was awesome and autographed 3 different football cards for me, and 2 of them are rookie cards. The first is a 2015 Panini Score. The second is a 2012 Sage Hit rookie card. And thirdly is a 2012 Press Proof rookie card. And Gus Frerotte signed a 2009 Philadelphia card for me and wrote Skull on it. And Jeff was kind enough to autograph a 1976 Topps card for me. And he took the time to autograph a 1992 Topps Stadium Club card for me. And he didn't sign the index card, but no worries. And I'm really intrigued to see what's inside this giant box. We have 1 singular football card in this giant box, autographed by Jay Ward. And Matt Hatchett signed a 1999 Burger King card for me. We have 2 football cards autographed by Toby Gerhart. The first is a 2012 Topps, and the second is a 2010 Hit. And Warren Moon was kind enough to sign 3 different football cards for me. The first is a 1985 rookie card with a Hall of Fame inscription. Next is a 1995 Topps 3,000 Yard Club, also with a Hall of Fame inscription. And the final card is a 1995 Edge, and you guessed it, it also has a Hall of Fame inscription. And the Hall of Famer Paul Krause autographed his rookie card for me. We have a 2012 Panini Prestige card autographed by Michael Jenkins. We have 3 different football cards autographed by Greg Coleman. First is a 1984 Topps. Secondly is a 1980 Topps. And thirdly is a 1984 Topps. And Greg was also cool enough to answer some of the questions I asked him. The first was, what was it like being selected in the NFL draft? And he replied, a dream come true. The second question was, what is your favorite memory as a Viking? And he said, the miracle at the Met. The third question was, who did you look up to the most when you were in the NFL? I think that says Gerald Jones. And the fourth question was, what is the best football advice you've ever been given? And he replied, it's a business. And then the final question I asked him was, do you have any regrets about your football career? And he replied, none. Well, this is weird. I sent Leo Lewis a card and this questionnaire, and he only sent the questionnaire back. So I don't know what happened to the card, but let's read off the questionnaire. The first question was, what was it like being a rookie in the NFL? He replied, my rookie year was with the old St. Louis Cardinals. My second year was with the Calgary Stampeders in the CFL. The second question was, what is your favorite memory as a Viking? He said, catching the winning touchdown versus San Diego. Third question was, did you ever collect football cards? And he replied with, yes, clearly the one I sent you. The fourth question I asked him was, what is the best football advice you've ever been given? And he replied, worry about the things you can control. And then the final question I asked him is, which of your teammates did you learn the most from? And he said, my fellow wide receivers. And the final piece of mail is absolutely amazing. You guys are gonna love it. And Blake was kind enough to send and autograph a pair of gloves for me. He also autographed a photo for me, which says, to Ben, I greatly appreciate your support, dude. Skol, Blake Cashman. And finally, Blake also answered some questions for me. The first question was, what was it like being a rookie in the NFL? He said, exciting and overwhelming. There's a lot of work and sacrifice that goes into living your dreams that many people don't understand. Then I asked him, what was your favorite memory as a Gopher? And he wrote, bringing the axe back home. Third question I asked him is, how does it feel to be back in Minnesota playing football? And he said, feels like the perfect dream that just got better. Who knew that was possible? And then the fourth question I asked him is, what is the coolest play you've ever made? He replied, a strip fumble against Purdue in 2018 that I took back for a touchdown. And the final question I asked him was, which of your teammates have you learned the most from? He said Brandon Copeland when I was playing for the Jets. On the Vikings, it would be CJ Ham, Ultimate Pro, and I've known him since 2018. So in total, 33 of the 50 current and former Minnesota Vikings players I sent fan mail to sent me a reply. And here's the list of the 17 players that didn't give me a reply, and I'll leave that list up for you guys to look at, so feel free to pause. And I think I gave most of the players a good amount of time to send me a reply, as I sent most of these pieces of fan mail at the beginning of the 2024 NFL season, and at the time of me recording this video, we're 3 months post Super Bowl 59. And in total, from those fan mail replies, I ended up receiving over 60 different autographs, which in my book is definitely a success. So make sure you guys follow or subscribe, as I'm gonna do a video just like this for every single team in the NFC North, and make sure to comment which NFL team beyond that I should do next. And of course, Skol Vikes.